So, it's the holiday season, the time of giving gifts, the time of throwing fits, because little Timmy didn't get the game he wanted.
No, Mom! I wanted Just Dance 2021 for the PS4, not Bug Snacks, because I don't own a PS5!
And parents not knowing which game console their kid has. Then there are the holiday releases that people just didn't ask for. They wanted a new Mario game, but instead they received Home Alone for the Super Nintendo. We're going to take a look at these special holiday games that are really only meant to be played around the holiday time. Just like the Roblox shoveling simulator. And if you're asking, no, you don't get paid. But I'll talk about not getting paid later on. First, let's take a look at Home Alone for the Super Nintendo. The game starts out with the two thieves talking to each other about how they are going to break into the house. They talk about how Marv is going to round up the gang, or how he already rounded up the gang. I guess they're multiplying now because I thought there was only two, but you know. They talk about how we, the player, are home alone, but not for long. Haha, I get it. The game takes place on Christmas Eve, so when Santa comes, he won't be home alone. That's a funny joke. They tell us right then and there what they are going to steal. Jewels, gold, silver, VCRs, TVs, and toys. Stupid them. Now I know what I need to protect from them. To start off the game, we wake up in Kevin's bedroom, just like the movie. The goal of the game is to collect and protect all the valuables that are scattered all around the house, and then drop it into the basement for later on in the game. In this game, we can trick the robbers into slipping on a banana or walking onto tacks. We can drop a valuable on their head without somehow breaking the valuable and just stunning the robbers. Another way to stun the robbers, or whatever we are doing to them, is by shooting them with the toy gun you have on your character. There's also a basement that you'll have to get to win the game. You need to collect a certain number of valuables or toys and throw them into the basement. Once you do this, you will obtain the key and unlock the basement door. You will enter the basement and have to jump around bats and rats to make it to the vault and complete that section of the game. But this isn't the end of the game. There are more sections, or wings is what the game calls them, that you have to fend off the robbers from. Each wing gets progressively harder with more obstacles in the house, more toys to collect, and more obstacles in the basement. But today, I'm feeling kind, and I'm going to let the robbers break in and steal the stuff from the other wings. Next, let's talk about Days Before Christmas for the Super Nintendo. The game opens up on the title screen. Huge surprise! You can select to play 1 or 2 players, and I'm going to go with 1 player. When you select which amount of players you want to play, the game opens up with a backstory for the game. It reads, only days before Christmas, Santa slept in his house. That's something I don't do. An evil plot was brewing. The cold and evil snowman scared all the elves away. But this wasn't bad enough. He tore all the presents open and cast a spell that when Santa woke up, it wasn't well. All his elves vanished and the presents vanished too. The magic potion calling Santa's evil twin, the Anti-Claus, his friend from within. Then the game tells us what we have to do. Pick up presents, beat the evil bosses, find his sleigh and reindeer, and find every stolen present. Because Christmas must be saved. You know, I never thought about what Santa does before Christmas, and I guess we know now. We start the first level in a place that looks like Santa's house. We run around shooting our magic blue beam, killing mice, and freeing elves. Didn't know Santa was a mass killer. We go around looking for presents and Santa hats. When you collect hot chocolate, Santa turns into an anti-Santa, making us able to run faster. Sometimes in the presents, you can receive an extra life. Once we feel like our job is done, we can leave the level. The score is counted up from the different presents you obtain. Once you've finished the level, you're greeted with a level select screen, which kinda looks like an advent calendar. The second level is pretty basic, with you shooting penguins and snowmen, and turning them into presents. The third level is where you can finally start freeing some reindeer from their icy prisons. The fourth level is a factory where we are introduced to a new enemy, the helicopters, which we can turn into our gifts with our blue beam. In this level, Santa can stand on a conveyor belt and go through a tunnel, and he will be turned into a gift! That's something I can check off my bucket list! Oh wait, got to erase that check mark. Later in the level, you can ride on a magic carpet to help you get across the deep dark void and complete the level. The 5th level is where we meet our first boss, the evil snowman. We start the level by fighting little tiny snowmen, and then eventually you will make it to a piece of ice, which will float you right to the boss battle. Once you make it to the snowman, you use your newfound fire powers. When did we get those? We use our fire powers to melt the snowman before it can hit you with its giant snowballs that it throws at you. Once you melt it, you will have beat the boss and receive 3 new gifts. The 6th level is called Over England, where you are in Santa's sleigh and you have to avoid the many obstacles being thrown at you. Once you complete the level, you receive a magical access code. What do you do with it? I don't know. Immediately at the start of the next level, you turn into Anti-Santa to make a jump. The level introduces the enemy of spiders and different types of mice. In the 8th level, we ride on a conveyor belt and floating hearts, defeating the new snake-type enemy. The 9th level introduces you to toy tanks you will have to fight, which shoot explosives at you, obviously. The next level introduces a floating box with a tongue and cars that just run at you. The 11th level is another boss battle with the timekeeper this time. You fight a clock who rolls around the level trying to hit you. All you have to do is shoot it with your blue magic and then you're good. Once you defeat it, you receive over 4 presents. You've received 4 presents. The next level is just like Over England, but it's over Russia, with freaking huge metal spaceship things trying to hit you. And this is where I move on to the next game. Now we will talk about Christmas Clix for the Wii. Christmas Clix is a game that is kind of like Candy Crush, where you use your Wii remote to match the same presents together with each other. The more presents you match together, the more candy canes you get. And you want to get a lot of candy canes to boost your score. But you don't need to only collect candy canes. You can chip away at the ice to make gold coins appear. But if you do this, you could also find a toy soldier in the game, which will bring us cheer. Thank gosh, I needed this game to give me cheer. Sadly, I haven't found a toy soldier, so I'm not cheerful. To chip at the ice, you just need to point your Wii remote at the ice when it spawns on the screen and hold it for a bit. A way to get even more candy canes is by clicking on the gingerbread man that sometimes spawns. When you do this, the presents in the close radius are destroyed, earning you a ton of points. To beat a level, the Christmas tree would have to be filled up with ornaments and candy canes, causing you to be able to move on, and this is where I think I'm going to move on to the next game. Now, let's take a look at We Wish You a Merry Christmas for the Wii. This game is kind of like a game that you would pick up for like 10-ish minutes and then set down. There are a ton of activities in this game that would help you get into the Christmas spirit. You can start getting into the Christmas spirit by opening up the Advent calendar. Each day you open it, you can either receive a new carol for the radio, new stickers for the sticker book, new ornaments for the tree, and new lights for the tree. Speaking about the tree, you can decorate the tree with the lights and ornaments you already have or the ones you receive. You can also put different garlands and different toppers to finish off your tree. Another thing you can do in the main area is roast marshmallows on the fireplace. You can change the color of the fire in the fireplace and roast your marshmallow any way you want. Oh wait, there are some more things you can do in the main area. You can fill up a sticker book with the different stickers you have or the ones that you just obtained. There's a Where's Waldo type game, but you need to find different things on the screen that are listed instead of just one person. There's also a radio where you can listen to different tunes, but I don't feel like jamming right now. The last thing you can do in the main area is make a letter to Santa and then mail it to him. See, Santa got my letter. He is real. Take that, Santa deniers. There are also a lot of different mini games you can play in this game, such as Deck the Halls, which is kind of like Christmas Clix from earlier, but you have to stop the things from getting to the bottom. To win the game, you have to fill up the bar on the bottom, and you'll make it to the next round. There is a mini game where you can bounce the presents into Santa's bag. Sometimes Santa just leaves and we have to keep juggling the presents. While juggling different presents, we'll have different speeds they bounce at. And to make it even harder, evil elves will drop icicles from the top. Why are there even evil elves at Santa's workshop? The next game you can play is where you deliver gifts to different houses while flying above them. First, you gather the presents that are floating down from the sky, and then you will use your Wii remote to point at the houses and click and throw them at the houses. If you play out of your mind, you can unlock a new ornament for the tree. Then another game you can play is where you are a reindeer and you use the presents to jump up into the air. The green presents give you short jumps, the yellow presents give you a bit more height than green, and the red presents just launch you into the sky. The next game you play is where you make hot chocolate for the elves. You have to memorize what they want and then you will make it for them. To make it harder, sometimes it will make you add toppings to the hot chocolate such as whipped cream, marshmallows, and sprinkles. The last minigame is bowling! Woo! Oh wait, we are freaking bowling elves. This is elf abuse. In this game, it's just like bowling from the Wii Sports, where you use the Wii remote to aim the bowling ball, and that's it for the game. I think I'm going to finally play Roblox Shoveling Simulator now. The game you've all been waiting for. I'm finally going to play Roblox Shoveling Simulator. Ooh, that's another one for my bucket list. In this game, we shovel snow, obviously, and turns out we do get paid. Wow! But the way you have to sell the snow is a little strange. To sell your snow, a giant snowman will suck up all your snow and exchange it for money. But is this giant snowman just the economy? It's controlling all the money that people can receive. It literally prints money for people. It could cause an economic crash at any second. Why don't we make a new economy it can't control? But no, you need to give it snow. And why the heck is one piece of snow worth $1? We could easily crash the economy too. Anyways, there are different things you can use to pick up and store snow. First, we're going to talk about the different shovels you can use. The starting shovel is a normal plastic shovel which only shovels one piece of snow at a time. It makes sense since it is the starting shovel. Next, we move on to a plastic shovel, but it moves. We get to go zoom and go fast while shoveling. With this shovel, you can shovel one piece of snow, but while you're moving. The next shovel you will receive is a metal shovel, which will shovel 2 pieces of snow at a time, allows you to shovel faster, and allows you to shovel more squares of snow at a time, if you're at the right place. Next, you get a large push shovel. This basically does everything the metal shovel does, but you can move while collecting the snow, just like the other plastic shovel. Next, you will receive the thermal pad. This thermal pad allows you to collect 3 pieces of snow at a time faster and more squares of snow. After that, you receive a push blower, which is basically a better version of the large push shovel and a thermal pad mixed together. This push shovel allows you to collect a ton of snow at a time, allowing you to collect 3 pieces of snow throughout 4 to 6 squares of snow while you're moving. After this, we receive a freaking flamethrower. This flamethrower collects snow pretty freaking fast. This can collect up to 4 squares of snow, but faster than the rest. The final shovel that you receive is the vacuum. Why do you receive a vacuum after a flamethrower? I don't know, but I'm not going to question it. The vacuum collects about 4 to 6 squares of snow at a very fast pace, causing it to be one of the best shovels. But you need somewhere to store this snow, right? That is where the backpacks come in. There are 5 different backpacks that are essential for collecting enough snow. The starter backpack allows you to collect 45 pieces of snow. The medium one allows you to collect 90 pieces of snow. The large backpack allows you to collect 230 pieces of snow. Then the huge backpack allows you to collect 550 pieces of snow. And the high-tech backpack allows you to collect 950 pieces of snow. Next, we move on to the snow plows, which allows you to collect that 2 different types of snow that the game keeps telling me that only snow plows or trucks can collect. The truck/snow plows work as a 2-in-1 shoveling system and a storage system. Each plow can collect about the full square of a snow in one go. The first vehicle you will probably receive is the mini plow. The snow plow allows you to collect a width of about 3 squares of snow. This vehicle dries up to 20 to 21, whatever that is. The second car you receive is the truck. You know, I didn't know trucks have plows on it, but you learn something new every day. The truck can collect a width of about 4 squares of snow and can store about 6,000 pieces of snow. This car can also go pretty fast by making it about 42 whatevers. The final snowplow that I will talk about is the big plow. The big plow allows you to collect up to a width of 5 squares of snow. This plow can store about 10,000 pieces of snow and can max out at a speed of 38 to 39. Now you might be asking, won't this stuff cost money? And to you, I say, do you remember that giant snowman? But I'm going to start off by listing the prices. You receive a plastic shovel and a small backpack for free. Well, you need to start off with something. The next few things you will probably buy is a small plastic push shovel for $110, a metal shovel for $900, and a medium backpack for $400. The things that you receive next are a large push shovel for $2,300, a large backpack for $1,800, and a thermal pad for $4,500. The next items you will pay for are a huge backpack for $5,000, a push blower for $8,250, and a flamethrower for $12,500. The final few items you will use before moving on to the snowplows are the vacuum for $19,500 and the high-tech backpack for $8,500. Then the plows, which cost $30,000 for a mini plow, $54,500 for the truck, and $85,000 for the big plow. Now, as I just listed off the prices, you might be asking, why does a vacuum cost more than a freaking flamethrower? And the answer is, the snowman crashed the freaking economy.